right, good morning, everyone, and welcome to WHIT Radio's The Morning Buzz. I'm your host, Michael. I'm joined by Bria and Mr. P. Good morning, everyone. How are we?
Good, and you?
Good. Hanging in there. You know, temperatures dropped again. I can't say I'm too happy about that. Over the weekend, we had a 60-degree weekend, and now we have, back to below freezing temperatures. What happened to March comes in like a lion and out like a lamb? I don't know.
Wait till the 21st.
I know. It is progressively getting warmer, though, and we are having those flux in temperatures, which is nice. But we'll talk about weather later. Today in the news, let's cover what's going on with this Flight 360, this Malaysian aircraft that disappeared. 370, I'm sorry. 360. 360.
You've gone into 360.
Yeah, no, I know. I had that.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about the Crimea crisis and what happened with the vote yesterday. Let's start with what's going on in the Crimea. Russian President Vladimir Putin hailed this weekend's referendum in Crimea, saying Tuesday that nearly 97% of its residents who voted to join Russia was an extremely convincing figure. Putin, speaking to a joint session of parliament in Moscow, stressed the historical and cultural ties between Russia and Crimea. In our hearts, we know Crimea has always been an inalienable part of Russia, he said. That's almost funny to picture him saying. Crimea is an autonomous region within Ukraine with a majority Russian-speaking population. It has its own parliament, but the Ukrainian government had veto power over its actions, with political instability and demonstrations rocking Ukraine in the past several months. President Viktor Yanukovych was pushed out of office, and observers charged that Russia saw its chance to annex the strategic territory. A hastily called referendum Sunday resulted in 96.7% of the region's voters saying they wanted to become part of Russia, according to the Crimean Electoral Commission. So that's what's going on in the Crimea. Apparently,
so it looks like Putin's not backing down.
No, it does not seem like he's backing down. I did hear of kind of, military personnel around voting booths, or people with weapons, guys in ski masks, kind of trying to muscle votes in favor of joining Russia. I heard things like that. I wasn't surprised seeing this outcome originally, because Crimea was part of Russia at one point, and I did keep that in mind. Sanctions seem to be going strong, though, against Russia. The president doesn't seem like he's going to lift those anytime soon. We just have to see.
I think they're going to have an effect. It's going to punish Russia's economy. Also, a lot of higher up in the hierarchy of Russian governments, they're going to be penalized. Their assets are going to be frozen. So,
well, let me tell you what the president said yesterday, because he did address the nation.
Right.
This is a quote from the president. He said, "The international community will continue to stand together to oppose any violations of Ukrainian sovereignty and territorial integrity, and continued Russian military intervention in Ukraine will only deepen Russia's diplomatic isolation and exact a greater toll on the Russia economy," President Obama said. And it does seem like they still have quite a military presence in the Ukraine, Russia. So we'll see how that happens. Interestingly enough, though, the lower house of Russia's parliament, the Duma, shrugged off the sanctions, though, going so far as to draft a statement calling for all its members to be listed. This is what they said. "Our position is clear. We do not betray our own. We will never betray Russian-speaking citizens or those who live on Crimean territory who have made the decision to be with Russia," the statement said, according to state news agency Itar TASS. "Today we suggest that the Americans include all the members of the Duma on their sanctions list. Our principles aren't for sale, and we aren't afraid of sanctions." I don't know. To me, this is very tongue-in-cheek, because, I mean, it's all faux. All of this Russian rhetoric saying how they're not going to abandon their people They stand by their culture. It's all faux. It's all a cover-up, because they're just honestly looking to really reignite the Soviet Union.
That's absolutely right. It
You
looks
know,
like he wants all those satellite countries that were part of the Soviet Union back.
That's right.
So this is just a camouflage.
Of course, and thoroughly entertaining for me. Right now,
Right.
it could be serious, though. This
Right.
is, of course, something
Well,
you have
hey.
to keep an eye on.
It's a serious situation that could expand.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it will not. But you got to keep, as Michael, you're saying,
Right.
got to keep your eye
Got
on
to keep
it.
an eye on it, and we will keep an eye on it here at WHIT Radio. We'll
Right.
keep you updated. Let's talk about what's going on with Flight 370, Bria.
Well, what was
Okay.
interesting yesterday was a photo on Instagram. It was from this internet newspaper,
Okay.
and it was like all over the social media yesterday. It said the flight was found on the moon.
I don't.
I don't believe it.
No.
It looks so real.
Flight was
because-
found on the moon.
Yes, you see the
All right.
airplane print on the
There we
moon.
go.
It was so weird because I was like, how can the airplane end up on the moon?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, but it was like one
Weird.
of those newspapers. I think I don't know.
Right,
if
right,
you
of
were
course,
reading,
of course.
but it looked
Mm.
real. So, but
What are they
here's
saying
some
now, though?
news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New information from Thai government bolsters the belief that missing Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 took a sharp westward turn after the
Right.
communication was lost.
Yeah.
The Thai military was receiving normal flight path and communication data from the Beijing until 1:22 a.m.
Mhm.
when it disappeared from its radar. 6 minutes later, the Thai military detected an unknown signal. A Royal Thai Air Force spokesman told CNN this unknown aircraft, possibly Flight 370, was heading the opposite direction. It's probably in the water somewhere because when they said it magically disappeared, I don't think it was on land because they would have found something. But I asked myself it was it near water, and it probably the water probably carried it. Hopefully they're on an island or somewhere and
That's a long shot,
Yeah,
but
that is a long
it's-
shot. But what we're getting from that is apparently the Thai radar picked up information that the plane might have tried to turn around, which they said, an aircraft like that is not easy to turn, obviously. To be honest, I have a feeling it's...
Suicide. I think the pilot
You think so?
decided the transponder was turned off, 90-degree turn
Oh,
to nowhere. All points to the pilot. I don't know why would the transponder be turned off manually.
Right.
That I think it just points to the pilot. I think they're going to find out that he had a suicide, not only for himself but his whole crew. I hope I'm wrong, but
me too.
I don't know what else it points to.
It's amazing how much coverage this is getting. But how does a piece of aircraft like this go missing? And right now
Well,
everything is.
there's
pointing
no
towards-
signals.
They're probably on the water somewhere on an airplane or they probably built a raft or something. Hopefully.
I don't.
Hopefully. We're hoping. If they build a raft out of the... I just watched those movies.
I
that
hope
they
hope
build
so,
the-
but
It's not looking
I
good,
don't
to
think
be
it's in the
honest.
picture.
I remember in the beginning they were so sure that perhaps the plane was hijacked.
Right.
But something that has stayed, something concrete that we do have is obviously someone knew what they were doing. Someone obviously knew where all these devices were to turn off. So it was someone with flight experience, obviously. And right now everything is pointing to the pilot, which I don't know if we'll find this plane. I think it is very possible that we don't find
Wait,
it.
what flight? I know the flight number, but what airlines was it?
This was a Malaysian airline.
Malaysian.
Oh, okay.
Right. So, people think it's amazing. Oh, how in this day and age with all the technology we have, can we not find this piece of aircraft? Well, I hate to say it. A lot of times we say space is the last frontier, but we don't know our own oceans.
Right.
So this thing can be anywhere. It could be in a deep ocean trench somewhere. It really can be anywhere. So it doesn't surprise me.
The Indian Ocean is
hasn't
vast.
Oh, right.
It's
Indian Ocean is
vast.
very vast.
It's vast. If they went over the Indian Ocean, you
know
know,
what
it
happens.
could never be found,
Right,
as Michael
right.
was saying. That is a vast body of water. If it went over land, you would think it would eventually show up.
You would think so,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
you know, it's land. It's not going anywhere.
Right.
But if it's went into a deep trench somewhere,
Yes.
You know,
Well,
yeah.
what the sad part about it is all these people, we don't know, of course, for sure, but all these people's lives are potentially could be
Yeah.
lost.
Yes.
There was a lot of people on that plane. It's really a shame. But like the other story, we will keep you updated
Right.
with that at WHIT Radio. But today, March 18th, happy belated St. Patrick's Day. Everyone have a good one.
Yeah, I had pizza.
Had pizza.
Yes.
I celebrated my Irish heritage by having pizza.
By having some
Yes,
pizza.
pizza.
What do you have, Bria? Anything? Anything special?
Nothing.
No,
Yeah.
I did have the corned beef and cabbage thing.
Somebody
I did
was
do that.
throwing like green confetti in my face or something.
Really?
When I was walking home. It was
Did
like
you?
a group of people. I don't know. I
Right,
didn't see.
right.
I couldn't see anything. And then like it was this group of people. They come out of nowhere, green confetti.
Just
in
they
my
threw
face.
green confetti?
Yes, and it
I
got
don't
all
know, is
up
that
in my
assault?
afro, and it took. And I was like trying to pick it out of my
Right,
hair.
right,
I was,
right,
it's,
right.
it's ridiculous, man. But
pretty
you know
funny.
what? Like, hey, you were celebrating your holiday, but
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like,
Did you have corned beef at school or
No.
at home, Michael?
I had it at home.
Oh,
I know
okay.
they were serving it here, but I did have it at home. I'm not. I don't have any Irish descent to me. I just, it's
They
always
had it
been
at my
tradition.
school. They were
Yeah?
serving
They had it here, too.
cabbage, and I smelled it all through the hallway. That's
Yeah, no, it does have.
But
a very,
anyway, they were serving it at my
strong-
school, so
it does have a
I don't know if people
strong
ate
scent.
it, but yeah, I was just like.
It does have a very strong scent. I actually got reports from people who commute in and out of the city. Apparently, not too many drunks on the trains because you usually have a problem with that. Yesterday, I was on the light rail. I didn't see anything, so apparently people were good this year. It was cold, though.
Do you know who Rupert Murdoch is?
Yes.
He's the
Yes.
New York Post. He's the
Yes,
mega
of
billion magnate out there. He owns a lot of newspapers and media distribution companies. He said that we should boycott Guinness because Guinness would not, sponsor the New York Day Parade
Right.
because of the anti-gay.
He said to boycott Guinness for
Guinness,
that.
yes.
Oh, he's a schmuck
Yeah.
anyway. But I mean,
Ooh, watch him be listening to WHIT
Yeah, I hope he's
radio. Just
listening.
knock in, be
yeah,
like,
I mean,
hey, Michael.
I mean, that's another thing we should talk about. What happened with the Guinness and the Heineken thing
Right.
yesterday? It's just progressive. Like I said, we'll be seeing constant steps forward with gay rights and things like that. And what happened was the parade. What was it, Mr. P? They didn't want.
They didn't want a sign up or a banner up saying gay pride
Gay
or
pride
gay,
for,
or anything
you know.
identifying them.
Right,
you
for
know,
their reasons.
Yeah.
And Guinness and Heineken said, okay, well, we're not going to sponsor you. I mean,
Yeah.
things like that, they're not very in your face, but they definitely
Wait, the beer
have an
company
effect.
said that they don't support gays?
No. The parade
Oh, the parade.
Did not want to
did not
have
wanna
any
put up
identification.
any identification for the
Yeah.
gay rights community
Yeah.
and the gay community, and in response to that, Guinness and Heineken said, okay, then we're not going to sponsor the parade.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
right,
I mean, it's
right,
nice to
right.
see things like that.
And Samuel Adams Lager up in Boston,
Right.
they did not support the Boston St. Patrick's Day
Same
parade.
reason?
either. Same reason.
See, that's great. That's great.
So,
That's what we like to see.
and then, of course, this thing today surfaced that Rupert Murdoch wants everybody to ban Guinness
boy.
from their...
People have to understand that we need to change. You need to like get off of that gay, anti-gay stuff. Like stop
Right.
it. Like seriously.
course.
Like we not are going to be the same and like love the same people.
Right.
You know. And like you gotta understand that like it's ridiculous. People are so backwards today, man. It's like
Yeah.
chill out.
They
Like,
are
it's,
backwards.
It's,
They
it's
are
crazy.
backwards.
Like
It's
just you have
amazing.
to accept the new change. You know. And like it's not.
Even the
right,
new
but-
Pope says that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even the new
Pope
Pope.
Francis says, hey.
It's just the changing times. And today, like I said, it's March 18th. Hope everyone had a great St. Patrick's Day yesterday. But we have this day in history. In 1584, Mind you, I have to say there are a lot of Russian events on this this little day. Russian Kaiser Ivan, or Ivan the Terrible, died at age 53. Let's see what else we have. 1965, Soviet cosmonaut Alexei Leonov made his first spacewalk, the first spacewalk. So they did beat us there.
I don't think that that's Ivan the Terrible, right?
Yeah. No, that's not Ivan the Terrible. Oh, that's
yes. Ivan the Terrible.
Not the guy who walked.
But I don't think he made a spacewalk, Ivan.
Yes, no, that is Ivan the Terrible up there. He does look terrible. Yeah, he has that look.
He has that spacewalk look. But yeah.
We also have the oil tanker Torrey Canyon was wrecked off the Cornish coast of England, spilling 919,000 barrels of oil into the sea in 1967.
That's a lot of oil.
That was a lot of oil. And 1990, the biggest art heist in U.S. history occurred at the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston. The works, including pieces by Vermeer and Rembrandt, were never recovered either. So that's amazing. In 2004, a small asteroid made the closest approach to Earth ever recorded, only about 26,500 miles away.
Right.
Which is actually very close. It's kind of scary.
How many miles away?
26,500.
That's fairly close.
That's pretty close.
It's not too far away.
No, so, and that was in 2004. So a lot of interesting things happened on this day.
Oh, by the way, L.A. had an earthquake yesterday.
Yes, I saw it. I saw the news video. The guys and the anchors.
They were going underneath the table there.
Going underneath the table. If we ever have one here, you will see
me
go under the desk.
Remember we did?
We had an earthquake?
You weren't here?
No, I wasn't.
We had one here.
We had one here. It was like from Virginia or something like that. And then everybody was talking about like, was my house just shaking? In New York, everywhere. Like,
was there a show going on at the time? Were you?
No,
it was during the summertime.
I was gonna say
during the summertime.
I wouldn't want to miss
Everybody was talking about it, saying like anything could possibly happen at this point. You know, it's like not always the west side now. You never know what could happen.
Right.
So it's like saying like there's snow now in Atlanta. There could be snow, anywhere. So it's like
my goodness.
What's scary about this thing is that now there's been two shocks in California. One major shock around 7.1. Now they're worried about. Maybe this is the precursor to other things because you realize California is on a San Andreas fault.
They're practically an island, California. They'll break off.
I mean, they're in volcano eruption.
Right. The San Andreas Fault. Wow. So if you ever do. If we ever feel a tremor in here, I will be under these tables.
The earthquake wasn't that long. It was like for a couple of it
seconds. Only lasts about 20 seconds. The one yesterday, that's enough though. It can do a lot of damage. 20 seconds of damage. Okay, so let's go to the WHIT Radio Weather Center. Meteorologist Michael, and here we are. Meteorologist Bria too. Okay. Let's talk about what's going on in the weather because we've had some wacky weather lately. We've had some temperature fluxes. Let's talk. Today's going to be about 42 degrees is the high. 42. That seems cold to us now, but a few months ago we would have loved that. Wednesday it's going to be 45. Thursday, here we go, 54 degrees.
All right.
March is starting to go out like a lamb. Friday, 53. Saturday, it's looking good too, 50 degrees, but you might have some showers thrown in there. Sunday's going to be 46, so we're dropping down again.
Yeah. It's going to lower it down, though, on Sunday to 23.
Really? Yeah, that's going to be the low. Sunday is the low is 23, so there's always potential for freezing. Yes. But really, the only wet weather we do see is perhaps Saturday. A few showers on Saturday. Everything else is looking all right.
Friday's going to be great.
Friday's going to be 53, so... that's the day to get out there, enjoy the weather, weekend.
Of course, it's my birthday on Friday. Why would you want to turn up on my birthday on a nice day?
Is it your birthday on Friday?
Yes, my birthday's on a Friday.
How old are we?
18.
18, that's a big age.
I know, don't remind me.
Oh my goodness.
When is your birthday?
It's on Friday.
Friday, all right.
Okay, we have to do a little something on Friday. We definitely have to bring in some kind of cake, perhaps balloons. Do you like balloons? Streamers? Drums? To like
No.
let everyone know
Ba-bum,
that it's
ba-bum,
Bria's
bum,
birthday.
bum.
Yeah.
Bria's
Yeah,
birthday.
yeah. We'll all sing
You're
happy.
gonna be 18,
I'll sing
Bria?
happy birthday, Bria.
Mm-hmm.
I'll sing happy birthday.
No.
I don't think you've had enough of my singing of late.
I've had enough of your singing.
No, Bria has to deal with me singing almost,
Ah.
the whole period. It's pretty ridiculous. But so yeah, the weather's looking
The weather,
all right until Sunday. Then it's gonna drop back down, and next week hopefully we stay mid 40s. I wouldn't complain about that and dry as long as there's no snow. As long as
Yes.
there's no snow.
Actually, yesterday, Manahawkin, which is in South Jersey, got
Yeah.
8 inches of
A lot
snow.
of people got snow
Yeah.
down South Jersey. I
Yeah.
saw cars were coming up with
Right,
snow
cars
on them.
coming up with snow.
So we were very
yeah.
fortunate to miss
Yeah,
that.
we missed that. That
Thank
just
goodness.
kind of tracked a little bit below us. So
Right. I don't even think we
lucked
got
out.
any precipitation yesterday.
did not.
No,
I didn't
that's
see
amazing.
any. No.
So
And
it is
that's,
cold though.
It's cold, but not like yesterday. Yesterday was super
Yesterday was
cold,
freezing.
Yesterday
But
was-
today,
the wind
today
chill
is
was
still
crazy
cold.
Cold,
yesterday.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was
March 18th.
it's funny because I remember yesterday was St. Patrick's Day. I remember
Right.
last year St. Patrick's Day it was about 65 degrees.
Right.
I remember being outside in a t-shirt thinking, wow, this weather is
Yeah.
beautiful. Spring. We also had a very mild winter.
Yes, last year was milder.
It was very
Yeah.
mild.
Mhm.
But nothing like this year. Yesterday it was really freezing. And did the
Oh, you
first
had
day
a
of
cold
spring
one.
pass?
No, it's the
No, it's the
20th or 21st. I'm not
21st.
sure. I think
so it is
it's
coming up.
Thursday or
Today's
Friday.
The 18th.
Maybe the 20th.
The 20th.
Maybe March 20th.
March 20th.
Yeah.
Well,
Hopefully.
whether it falls over Wednesday,
Right.
Thursday, and Friday, they
Yeah.
are spring temperatures. They will be nice. So
Well, we all looking forward to it. My cousin lives up in Vermont. Last week they got 26 and a half inches
Oh my
of snow.
goodness.
Well, they
Sharon,
up there,
Vermont.
so, like,
Mhm.
right.
they're gonna
Skiing
get it.
though, that's great. If you're a skier,
Yeah.
that's what you like to
Yeah.
hear. A fresh coat. And yes, spring.
Mm-hmm.
The spring equinox is on March 20th. Which is Thursday, and it's going to be the warmest day of the week, 54 degrees. So it will truly be a spring
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
So we will definitely be going out that day.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to WHIT Radio's The Morning Buzz. I was your host, Michael, joined by Bria and Mr. P. Thanks, guys.